I just called to say I love you.
Yeah, we're gonna have a really good show. Screw Coca-Cola. No, don't drink Coca-Cola. Screw Pepsi.
You know, you really should put on the camera while we're bullshitting and doing our pregame. Because just some of that stuff, you can put it in the edits, you know, at the end of the show. Some of that's the crap.
We're doing some pregame. Just in case Scotsman's watching, we don't have time to even tell you what kind of beer this is. It was in the title, I'm sure. Okay, this is Does Not Compute from Three Sheeps. And it is a dark chocolate key lime pie inspired pastry stout. And they say it's an imperial stout. And weighs in
not too imperial with 7.
Nah, not too imperial with 7.6%.
I'll give it a stout worthy, but maybe no imperial.
I don't like the way it smells. It smells more like a
it smells like one of your farts, to be honest.
It smells like one of my farts and a brown ale mixed together. So let's hope it tastes better than it smells. Cheers. Well, Nancy.
Won't be buying this shit again.
Won't be buying this shit again.
I don't know, I haven't even taken a sip yet. I was just watching you, see.
Yeah. Okay, literally just got back from the gun show with David Brown. Went to go visit. Tell you what, I don't want to say I'm being prejudiced, but Craig, Hammer Down, had the #1 booth.
Oh, I've seen pictures of it, man. He had a lot of stuff.
And you know what was awesome? I was over on the other side. I was trying to see if I could find anybody that had speed or moon clips.
Yeah.
And I heard a guy go, yeah. Hey, he goes, you remember that guy that we met from that Cloquet gun show? Yeah. I go, he's got his booth right over there. And he's not like the rest of these guys. At least his prices are fair. Because they were looking at ammo. And I was like going, I heard one guy go, this is bullshit. And he goes, yeah, remember that guy that we met? And I look over and they were pointing right to Craig. So, even though Craig's trying to survive, he's not like gouging everybody. Now, it took us almost an hour and 45 minutes to go from the parking lot to the door to go in. They were not allowing more than 250 people in the convention center.
That's stupid as fuck.
But there was like 500 fucking people in line like this. I mean, where is the logic? And they were like, well, we're just following the governor's guidelines. Well, first of all, our governor is a fucking dickwad. Second, they literally probably had 500 people in line, all pressed against each other.
Yeah, that don't make sense. That does not make sense. It's like something I'd set up.
Craig forgot to bring the AUG, and I said that's probably good. He looked at me and he goes, Eric, he goes, you know I want to send you home with some stuff to review and do videos on. And I go, Craig, not today. In the first hour and a half that they were open, I counted 11 tags. He had sold 11 guns in an hour and a half. And in the time that me and David were there saying hi to him, the number was coming up on 20. I
figured, no, it would be a good money maker. A lot of people want guns right now. A lot of people just got that stimulus check. Time to blow some cash.
I didn't buy a gun, but I did buy this.
Yeah, I still think that was kind of crazy myself, but it's still cool. It's cool.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You already have one, don't you?
Little one.
Oh, it's a little one?
Yeah, I don't have the 308 one.
Oh, is that what that one was?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought that was another 5.56. My bad. Well, shit, if I'd have known that, I could have sold you one.
Why would you sell yours?
Well, for how much you're paying, I could have got another one.
Shut up.
Could almost got two.
I didn't think 170 no tax was bad.
I'm just teasing you. Well, maybe right now, like we were saying, maybe it isn't. I don't know where I'm finding them though. I know I didn't pay that much.
I think I originally paid $129 for my 5.56.
I think that's about where I was for mine though, to be honest.
Warning: loading lever must be down when loading. Okay.
Hey, did I tell you about the? You know, I got my MCK with the laser on it. I don't know if I told you this last week or not. I was looking at the warning instructions.
Yeah.
Do you know what number 2 is for? Well, no. Number 1 was, do not look into laser directly.
Makes sense.
Okay. Warning number 2, do not point laser at any person.
Well, that's no fun.
What the fuck am I getting a laser for my rifle to not point it at people? I mean, that's kind of what it's there for, right? To point at targets.
There. The JP wanted more food.
That just looks stupid. Stupid awesome. I'm gonna have to start calling you the Ramboni.
Put one right through the pressure cooker. Shit!
Dude,
I'm now behind.
that could make a big boom.
Hey, does this count, Matt?
What's that?
I'm aiming directly at you.
No, you're not.
Well, technically,
Oh, on screen there. Good thing I know the magazine's empty. So that's going to be a heavy gun. If you ever actually put that on there, that's going to be a heavy gun.
I'll be up on a rooftop, so I can put it right on there.
I get it. I'm just telling you, that's you're going to want to keep those legs down.
Would you grab my meat for me, please?
I don't mind if I do. You and your meat.
Okay. So of course, he's just making me feel bad, telling me that I paid more than I should have, but I want to thank Craig because I paid less than what anybody else would have paid today for it, and he charged me no taxes. Okay, well, let's see. Better read a comment because Christine pops down here and is like, "We didn't even start the comments yet." Okay, missing
Wow, just really jumping on her.
on the Foster's banana one. NIHAP says whiskey.
I'm gonna finally take a sip of this. I still haven't. All right. I didn't think it was nearly as bad as you seem to make it, but I ain't gonna say it's good either.
It's light, very light.
I get a little like kind of bitterness at the end. So now that you got these meals for yourself, you're actually gonna have to cook them yourself.
See,
You able to follow instructions?
yeah, I'm gonna make them, but I'm actually neither me or Christine are impressed. And this is with her.
The cook times are horrible. Just so you know.
This is what her exact analogy was.
Yeah.
The only difference between you planning a meal and making it, and then ordering through, because he hooked us up, we got like a ridiculously good deal, like $70-something worth of shit for $9.
Yeah. Well, that's why we tried it. I didn't think it was bad. I liked the food. I liked the meals, but
Well,
I can go to the grocery store and pick up my own stuff.
that's what. Want to know exactly what Christine said? She goes, you know what the only fucking difference is on this shit? She goes, this is exactly like we handed Matt $60, and he came back with stuff and some cards on how to make it.
Yeah.
It's like a personal shopper. That was it. It's fresh produce, like literally a tomato, a zucchini, an onion. Christine goes, now, if everything would have been, say, processed in, not as in chemicals, but as in cut up,
Yeah.
and then in their little
I thought
containers.
the same thing too. It would have been way better. Because your chop time on some of those meals, it's like a 15-minute meal, and it turns into an hour because you're fucking chopping up every little thing. Their cook times are way off. They have everything. Everything we've cooked was at like 450 in the oven. It's like, no, it should have been like 350 for twice the time because they just have you put it on full blast, and then stuff starts getting
I saw that
charred.
the times were, or the temperatures were all 450. I'm like, forget this.
Yeah, I would just cook it a little longer and cook it a little lower. That was honestly our only complaints, was their cook times were way off. But it was, I mean, the meals turned out good. I'm not a big zucchini guy, but fuck, we had 2 of the zucchini meals and I liked them.
Well, see, here's the other problem is Christine wanted to do it as part of our leading in to doing the juicing. So she wanted to order vegetarian dishes.
And
the vegetarian dishes are just, there's just nothing really. I mean, black bean fritters.
I've never tried that, I'll be honest with you.
It's like, she
I
goes,
don't like black beans, period. But
she goes, I don't want to try any of this stuff. This was after she picked it out and we ordered it. I go, it's here. I go, okay, so we didn't pay the $70 for the 3 meals, but we did pay $9 for the 3 meals. There is money invested. So tonight,
$9 ain't that much, but I promise you, honestly, just cook them. It's going to be worth the $9. I guarantee you, it'll be worth the $9.
well, I'm going to make the zucchini, the zucchini pini. But I have 3 garlic and cheese brats that I cooked up the other night in peppers, and I'm going to incorporate
Toss
that
those
into
in,
it.
yeah. Just give it a
Yeah.
little good protein.
I'm going to add meat to my vegetarian dish. Okay, well, okay. So NIHOP said whiskey.
Fucking right off the start, huh?
Well, see, that was actually technically he's on a later video. That was on the Banana Foster. By the way, guys, they called that nudity, and of course Harmarsh. I first of all I asked them what their reasoning was, if they even knew what they were doing at YouTube, and then I sent them the Google definition of nudity. Ben N. Congratulations, Ben was first.
Did they respond to you, or they weren't too happy with that?
No, their only response is upon the second looking, it does not have nudity, and we put your thumbnail back for you.
Goddamn right.
Okay. Now, here's the problem is I'm not sure if every single one of these is something that somebody sent or that I ordered.
Mulatto Green Group.
Those are, though, because it's the misspell Eric's name game.
Enoch Bomi.
Okay, so this is not something that I ordered. Salmon jerky.
Oh, it's like just dried salmon, then I'm guessing.
Oh, okay. So we got jalapeno.
No, that's not jalapeno. That's what they call jalapenos. Trailer Park Boys.
This is okay because this is fitness jerky. We will actually lose weight eating this.
Is that what they
Yeah. Oh yeah.
they call fitness food? Kind of like a salary?
Salmon jerky.
You know, that's one thing I don't know if I've ever had.
This is
I've had a lot of dry or smoked fish, but dehydrated, it's gonna smell and taste like fish food just by the way you're looking at it. It's gonna be like fish food from fucking China, Japan. It does smell like it. How's it taste, boss? The same way?
oh god.
Well, you know what?
Well,
This is very much like
Like fresh vagina.
That's about it. You know what? This is hilarious. Because we were just bitching. We were just bitching like, oh, we keep getting that nasty shit, you know, from those Asian countries, you know, it's all tastes like fish, just dried fish food. Fuck. How could these Americans let us down like this?
It doesn't taste anything like the Russ Kendall's smoked salmon.
Oh, my, well, it's not smoked, I'm guessing. Oh my god.
I think I'd rather lick a 3-day-old panties from a Weight Watchers convention.
Oh. Are you really trying to fucking make me just gag until I puke right now? Holy Christ. I don't even taste any jalapeno in there. I mean, they need to add like 1,000 fucking jalapenos in there.
Craig to the rescue.
That is very accurate.
Oh my god.
Wow. Just wow. That was made in America. How can you serve that in America?
Oh. Okay. Before it gets too far into this, I am giving away one of David's books today.
Is that the new copy?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it's got the signature stamp.
It is signed, and if you can allow for a little extra time, I will have it personalized for whoever wins. All I want you to do is, if you really want David's new book, Altered Egos, put in the comment, along with your comment, I want the book. I want the book. And I will do a drawing tomorrow, during tomorrow's video.
Now, is this the 4th book?
This is number 4. I just ate spicy beef, and guess all I can
still
taste.
fucking doesn't cover up that fucking rotten tuna.
Oh my god.
You know, you completely disgusted me, but you are right. It's like, that's like some fucking 3-day, I'd say even a week to a month freaking Weight Watcher panty shit there. Well, I mean, it's just disturbing. It really is. I've never had salmon that bad. I mean, I think I could eat rotten salmon and it would probably have a better flavor.
It gave me new respect for the beer.
You went through it quick, actually. That's true. Oh my goodness. Shit does, it just lingers.
Hey, don't forget, we have the,
I almost brought one over today. I forgot, I was going to go pick it up, actually, after I got here, but then, oh my god, fuck it. We're drinking. Carolina Reaper. That one looks hot as shit. Ooh, no. I'll take that one over that one. Holy fuck. That one's nothing but peppers.
believe it or not, this one has more flavor and a little less heat. This one has a little more heat.
Really? That one looks like it would scare me a bit. There's a lot of peppers on that.
Okay, first of all, I just want to say that I knew what this was without having to open it, thanks to somebody. I hope everything that's supposed to be in here is still in here. And again, I can see somebody is pushing for me to make a few changes to the environment of my electrical system in my house. Again, I hope whoever ordered this, I hope that there's no invoice so I can't tell you what's supposed to be in the box.
I know what this is, man. It's a hose.
Thanks, Matt. You're fast.
It's a hose. Yep.
So I have a coupling,
Hey, it's got a bell on the end too.
a quick connect. Ooh, a quick connect coupling.
Yeah, I told you. It looks just like the one from my propane tank.
You have a quick connect, like a air compressor.
Yeah, no, I get that. But right there, that goes into the obviously one part I'm talking about. But then, oh, this. Yeah, that goes on to your...
You're just like making shit up as you're
No,
going.
no, this one
Hey,
looks like
you know,
it goes
this-
onto the propane tank.
This,
Well, mine. How mine's set up, because I got the little one. But then this, yeah, this would snap, I'm guessing, connect on.
or natural gas.
Yeah.
It could be to...
Either or.
Okay.
But I can guarantee you either way, this is a hose.
Okay. Obviously, somebody knows something that I don't. Well, actually, that's the end that would go right on this guy. This. I hope that's all that's supposed to be in the damn box, though. When the... Do you see the size of that gash? Okay, so here's how this works.
Are you sure? No way. You
Shit.
were right. They were both 1 for 1.
And then
I'm telling you though, that other side, I wonder what that connects on. Yeah, see, that's a different thread right there. Yeah, pop that out. An adapter.
yeah, possibly an adapter for different scenarios.
Because one of those, I'm telling you, one of those should hook up to a propane tank on one side. I would think. Or something like a propane tank. Same fitting.
Or allowing me to run a natural gas line. I don't know. This is a 3/4 inch adapter. But now it looks like this thread is the same as this thread, unless the pitch changes.
It's just back. No, they're just. I think it looks about the same. They're just backwards. One's invert and one's the.
All right. So far, the things I'm not completely aware about is the generator switch and now the mystery hose. And hopefully, I hope that's what's supposed to be in there. Now I know that one was not me, and this one's not me because I know how to spell my own name.
Well, maybe it was a company that fucked up, and not even the person that bought it or sent it.
The first thing I see is food-based
The tech
items,
They're going to be some buffalo testicles.
and I love this knife. I'm glad I never gave this to you.
Which one was that?
The Wilkinson.
Yeah, I think
I like that style blade.
no, it looks nice, but well, you really like these locks and I don't. But the other thing is, that's just a short, stubby blade. You know, I like my blades a little bigger.
Ooh.
And this lock, again, I don't like the locks.
We've got ghost pepper pork and rib rub.
Okay, those are rubs. I was like, man, those are some small packages from jerky. I'm thinking those are going to pack some major heat.
No, this one is ghost
No, it
pepper
is
beef jerky. Well, you know what happens when you're here?
What's that?
Victim.
You know what? Who's going to be the victim? It's probably going to be your wife in about 2 hours, and you go up there and start shitting your pants in front of her. I only want like half of this. Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, you'll like it. This is about the level of yours.
Yeah, actually, this has got some good flavor.
And it's soft.
Mm-hmm.
Want more?
Yeah, not right now. It's got some heat to it, though. I'm not gonna lie, it's got some heat. Not crazy heat, but it's got some kick.
It's got sneak.
But it's honestly, that's amazing flavor. Ooh, it is creeping though. It's creeping.
It's like 10, 9, 8.
I'll tell you what, that fixed that nasty salmon real quick. I think that just fucking burnt my taste buds. Oh my god, it's starting to really kill me now. It's creep. It doesn't get any hotter, but I mean, it's like, once it's there, it's like, whew.
That's because you drank.
Shouldn't matter.
You relocated it.
Well, I'm not crying. It's good flavor. I really like that flavor. It's really hot though. I mean, not as hot as some of our peppers, but it's hot.
It's almost a teaser pack. 2 ounces.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Ghost pepper blend, habanero and herb seasoning salt blend.
I bet you only 50% of what's in there is actual beef. They cake that stuff on so thick. Well, they do, but it's good.
This sounds good too.
Yeah, blow my nose is fucking coming out so bad. Oopta.
Everything peppers. It's great.
Everything peppers.
It's great on chicken too. Use gloves when applying. Stan. Your friend, Stan.
Number 1 ingredient, garlic, onion, sugar, ghost pepper. Well, honestly, if this is anything like their jerky, you'll be able to make some good shit with that.
Okay. Second comment. Ben N. Boom! Happy Friday, all. And we can say, morning, same to you, boom. It was an offering.
Just remember, we did open a bunch of mail, so
Uh-huh.
you got that going for you.
Where are we at? 28 minutes.
Second comment.
Well, the JP got fed. We're giving away one of David's books. I want the book. We opened, which I hope is a complete box of mystery hose. And some very tasty, but attitude. See,
It's finally chilling out where I'm okay, but I wouldn't say it was still overly hot where I'm going to have an issue, but it was hot.
you know what I like about it,
It was
though?
really, had a really good flavor.
That is bringing heat with flavor versus
Just the heat.
just shell shocking you.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I want the flavor. That stuff's really good flavor.
Harmarsh, third. Technically, you're second, because Ben N doesn't count as 2. Mr. 27 says third, being correct. Mr. 27, he's holding a big can. Multi-Gun Man says big cans are fun cans.
Who don't like big cans?
I mean,
I was never much of a Pepsi guy, but you know what? Today changed my mind. I'd grab those cans of Pepsi any day of the week.
I could definitely go down on some Pepsi.
Now the question is,
Yeah, I'm right with
Does
you.
she taste like Pepsi too? Well,
Yeah.
you know,
Thank you for getting those sinuses running.
Pepsi didn't have the gall to say the stupid shit Coke did, so if they want to go less white, I'll stick with Pepsi.
Not really a soda guy, anyway.
I call it Pop. I'm from Minnesota.
Oh, is that the right way up here? Pop?
Yeah.
Here's the case.
I know
in point.
people are going to say stuff, but I don't care.
Well, down south, everything
Soda.
is Coke.
It's Coke or soda. Yeah.
Right.
Texas, everything is a Coke. How
If
many
you
different flavors of Coke you got?
if you like Dr. Pepper or Mountain Dew, how do you order a fucking Dr. Pepper or a Mountain Dew, you Southern people? Because did you waste your time by saying I want a Coke, Mountain
Dr.
Dew
Pepper?
flavored, or Dr. Pepper flavored Coke? Why don't you just ask for Dr. Pepper? See, up north, at least we get to the point. I like a Coke. I like a Pepsi. I like Mountain Dew. Makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I'm baffled, but hey, you know what? I'm thinking I'm going to take a road trip this summer. Maybe I'll go down there and see how they ask us to order. Because Texas is a place I'd want to check out. Texas or Oregon, Florida, somewhere with an ocean.
We're taking a road trip in August.
Yeah, she was saying that.
Heading to Maine.
Make sure you try some lobster out there. Or something fresh from the sea.
The fuck you think is the second reason I'm going?
That's why I'm just saying get something
like-
fresh out there.
If I went down to visit Agent Chaos, I would eat my way through Louisiana. If I'm heading down to visit Jim in Florida, I want to try, of course, I guess in Louisiana you could do alligator too. But going to Maine, John's like, I will bring you, first of all, it's bugs out there.
Yeah.
We're going to have some bugs. I'm so looking forward to all of the seafood possibilities in Maine.
My grandma, she's just under 90. She's turning 90 here soon. And one of her biggest life regrets, she didn't like seafood back in the day. Even now, she's really hit or miss. She likes shrimp and she likes lobster tails. And then she went to Maine. They went out to whatever restaurant it was like, everything is fresh out of the ocean that day. You know what she ordered? A fucking cheeseburger. Because at the time she never liked any seafood. Now, like I said, it's shrimp and lobster tails, but that's one of her biggest regrets because I hear it all the time. Anytime I cook her shrimp or lobster, she always has to say how she went to Maine and fucking ordered a cheeseburger. So don't do that to yourself.
No, I am going full in for.
I'm gonna laugh when you come back looking about 400 pounds bigger because you're swelling up from all the shellfish you ate. You eat so much you got an allergic reaction.
Well, first of all, I plan on being close to 200, which means I need to lose 20 pounds before I go. I'm making room.
Okay.
For once I get there. Again. Now, David would argue with you. I say you don't necessarily have to read the first 3 books to truly appreciate this one. You should. If you're a fan of David's books, I would read the first 3 first. But again, if you can handle a little wait between tomorrow when somebody wins this and when I ship it, I will have it personalized to you. All you have to put is I want the book. Wait a second. I should have gone for some brown nosing.
I was wondering what the hell you were just doing. I looked at the camera and
how-
I'm like, oh boy.
How many times could I have gotten the words David Brown in the comment section
I liked his comment to Coca-Cola, or about Coca-Cola.
On Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I have.
I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was something about, like, he should be a star employee at Coca-Cola with his name. David Brown.
David is definitely less white.
Oh, yeah. Damn, you got a lot of rappers on the floor. I suppose that's what mail day for you looks like every day.
It's like the other day. The one I should have had more fun with is Christine goes, "It's Christmas for Eric," and hands me a package, and I look down and it has her name on it.
Really? She says Christmas for you every time you get a package. I think she's just salty she don't get all the packages.
Yeah. Well, that day she got a really cool Motley Crue cup from Gunwild.
Oh, okay.
What I wanted to do is I should not have told her that it was for her.
And been like, look what I got.
No, I would have opened it. I would have taken the mug out, and I would have put those 2 things of bacon spam in there. Sealed it back up and said, "Wait a second, this has your name on it," and had her open it in front of the camera.
You know what? I would totally give you a props, but you didn't do it.
I know, I thought about it.
Great idea, but you fucked it up.
If I wouldn't have said, "Dumbass, it's got your name on it, not mine. It's Christmas for Christine," I had to...
Well, your first reaction is, fuck off. This one ain't even for me. Like,
I know.
Learn how to fucking read.
If I wouldn't have copped an attitude, I would have had 10 more seconds to think about it. Because literally, I said that, and I went, I could have put the fucking spam in there.
But I know exactly where your mind went, because I'd have done the same thing too. Like, piss off. Like, learn how to read. This ain't even for me.
Yeah, you know how to read? You idiot. Oh, I saw a great one this morning. It said, my wife told me she wants me to help clean the kitchen and empty the dishwasher. I told her something about she can do it herself. And then, exactly what was it? Something about if she... Nothing like fucking up a joke.
Better look it up, huh?
Yeah, I didn't send it. I don't think I sent it to you. Oh, here. My wife said that if I don't get off the computer and help her with the dishes, she's going to slam my head into the keyboard. But I think she's joking, and then a whole stream of just screwed up letters. Oh.
Did I tell you about the one with the computer tech guy? I had to send it to my uncle because he's an IT guy. This guy is...
So, here's the line in one.
Oh,
Jesus. You come in the front.
You just loop around. And
you come in the front door. Then, once you got into the inner doors, they made you go all the way this way for about 50 feet, all the way back for about 75 feet. Then you came through the door right there. Then you went that way, and then up. They turned the escalator off because they needed it to be stairs. And then you worked your way around, and then here's the picture of, there's the escalator, loops around, and we had to go all the way around the perimeter to get to the doors to go into the gun show.
Right there. I'd like to have a freaking wheelchair. I got to get the elevator. You already fucking jumped half that line.
So, there's one guy who even opened, he was really cool. He's wearing a face shield, holding a digital thermometer, laser thermometer. And he's standing there, and the guy in front of me goes, "You know what's going to happen to you if I just waited an hour and 45 minutes in line and you scan me with that thing and tell me I can't go in? You know what's going to happen to you. We're on the second floor right next to a handrail." And he started laughing. He goes, "I totally get it." He goes, supposedly, when he pulled the trigger, he says it went green, and he says it actually displays a red display. He goes, "I haven't even seen that yet." And all of a sudden, at that very moment in time, I'm going, I wonder if I have a little fever. And of course, scans you. And dude, if you just got done, you paid $7 to park your car, waited an hour and 45 minutes in line, and this dude says, "Well, I'm sorry, you can't go in."
Wouldn't they do that right at the fucking main door, like the first door you
Yeah.
walk in?
You'd think you'd like cut to the chase and at least get the people.
You
as
might
they're-
get a couple people out, get a shorter line. No one's getting their time wasted.
Jules. Yes, you will make it, Eric. I don't know what I was doing, but I did make it, I'm sure. DFC is 7th. This 27, wearing a mask in the house. Oh, jeez. Salty. Top 10 nakedness. Melta Gunman says yes, winning. David says, hell, oh. Harmarsh says hello, David. David, I feel a Colt Delta Elite 10mm in your near future.
No, in his near future. Not yours. In his.
What? No, he meant mine. That's a typo. You know, you got to watch out for the Deltas. They're rock solid. Then they had issues, and I don't know what in the hell changed. But Clyde, to David, I bought mine new in 1987 when I was at Fort Bragg from the Rod and Gun Club. J-Dog says Dan Wesson is nicer. Clyde, back to J-Dog. Go fuck yourself, you 6 foot tall. Oh, he says Dan Wesson with the 6-inch barrel is nice. You can't go wrong with that. Delta Elite Gold Cup, I carried mine while I was in the Army. It was definitely more fun. My Gold Cup natural match 45.
That's a national. Match 45.
Any of the Gold Cups. Big Jeff, don't you have the Kimber? The Kimber. Now I'm forgetting what model you have. But yeah. Basically, the moral of the story is on Big Jeff is we both have older Kimbers when you could actually count on them. Brad, hell yeah, brother! All the brew babes. Well, yeah. Didn't Scourge show prep. Well, yes and no, because there was no show. Yesterday, that is.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed. Like I said, I looked over and I seen everything was dark. I'm like, I know you do your show in the kitchen. It's like 7:30, and there's not a fucking light on. Like, either he's really pushing it, or something got canceled because...
Well, I looked at my watch and I was like, you know what? I could probably pull off what needs to get done and still get here by 8:30 if John and the boys want to carry the show. And I called John and I said, listen, this is what we do every single year. We get screwed by the government as a family, and then we have a good time.
Then you get taxed by your
So
family after.
yeah. So I normally, me and Christine normally take Samantha out for dinner after we've done our taxes because it usually works out better for us than it does for poor Sam. My God, you know. So
I owe this year.
she's been getting hit up by her old boss to come back.
Yeah.
And when she saw her taxes done this year, she's like, "I'm sorry, I'm not going back." She is making considerably more money working for Subaru than she was working for a private shop. And the non-funny thing is her hours are less. So, but I don't know. She still does side work. That's the funny thing is she works for a guy that can go through a muscle car with his eyes closed, but doesn't really know a fucking thing about a Subaru. So every single time a Subaru comes in, Sam gets the call. Please, Sam, will you rebuild the motor and transmission on this WRX?
I would just start telling her fucking do it all cash only. Other than no, her main job. No, I'll do it, but it's going to be a cash job. Every job's going to be a cash job. That's what I would do.
Well, let's just say that you and Sam are
On the same page.
talking on the same talking on the same radio. Oh, here's another cool thing. Sam says there's one of these guys at the Subaru. So I don't know how many mechanics they have.
Yeah.
They're all like family,
Yeah.
except for one guy. It was like, this guy's got to leave early today. Could you take this? Well, fuck no. I was planning on taking off at 4. Well, could you please stay another 30 minutes and do this for us? Well, it's his job. So they've got one of these dicks up there. So the other day, 2 identical Subarus come in needing timing belts. And this guy's talking shit. And another guy walks over and goes, I bet you Sam beat you in the race. And he's like, well, Sam's standing there like this. She's just leaning against the car smiling. She goes, you want to go? And he goes, well, I never said I was going to race her. And he goes, oh yeah, that's right, because Sam's a much better mechanic than you. Well, fine. I'll do it. Sam goes, okay, let's go. They started the job. Keeping in mind, 2 identical year cars. Sam goes, it doesn't matter. She goes, there was no advantage of one or the other. They both look like they were garage maintained, but they were both 2019 Foresters. And the timing belt had to be changed. Take a guess at how much Sam beat the other guy by in time.
I would guess like he took probably 3 times as long.
Well, that doesn't help me in math. Sam was done 2 hours before him.
How long did it take her?
I didn't even ask that, so I don't know how long. I guess
2 hours longer. Okay.
Yeah, 2 hours. So, well, let's just say it was an 8-hour day. If Sam did it in 6 hours, and that's just the speculation, I doubt it. It was for Sam. It was probably a 2-hour job for Sam, and it was a 4-hour job for him. I know it wasn't the only thing she did that day, but yeah. This guy's talking shit, and Sam did it start. She drove hers onto the rack in the wash rack, and he hadn't even had the timing belt out of his car yet. That's how much faster she did it. And keeping in mind, a year ago, Sam had only a couple Subarus under her belt. But now that she works at a Subaru dealership, she seems to see a lot more of them. Yeah, they unlike when she worked for Toyota and treated her like she's a girl, so girls can't be really good mechanics, even though the shop steward was pissed off at how they treated her over there. Since she's been at Subaru, they moved her into the primary spot for all of the important engine rebuilds, and they officially she is one of, I think, 2 mechanics that has 2 bays, so she has 2 complete setups. And it's funny because she uses sarcasm like I do. She walked up to her boss and she said, "Yeah, can I get another parts bench in my second bay?" And he goes, "Sam, do you have any idea how much we pay for those parts benches?" He goes, "I'm gonna have to say probably not." And Sam goes, "No, that's cool. I have a Subaru WRX turbo motor laying on the floor. That's cool." And she turned and walked away. She said like a half an hour later, he walked down to the end of the shop where her 2 bays are, and she had piles of engine parts literally all sitting on the floor. And he must have thought that really looked bad, and he went and he ordered her one of the best units that they can get for her, and it was delivered the following morning. And I guess this guy that lost the bet on doing the timing belt, he's like, "Well, how come they got you a really nice parts bench and shelf system?" And she just goes, "Well, I guess when you know how to work on know to work on the WRX STI motors, I guess they help you out." I don't know. I'm sorry, but if you're a team of mechanics, like for instance, if me and you worked in the same scenario, and I knew I wasn't going to make any money by helping you, somewhere down the road, I'm gonna need help.
Yeah.
And Sam's just like, she goes, especially when she worked at the Toyota dealership, one of the guys that there was older, had back injuries, and he always got the oil changes and tire rotation and tire ones.
Just because it's
And he couldn't lift the great big
fucking
tires.
big tires, yeah.
So Sam used to tell, in this case his name is Daryl. I actually know Daryl. He's a nice guy. But again, you've had back surgery, and you're looking at
Lugging tires around. Fuck.
Sam just goes, Daryl, I'm in the middle of doing a brake job. If you could just at least go over and pretend that you're doing something at my car. She goes, I will get the 4 tires up on, and I'll put one lug nut on so that you don't have to. And she said she constantly did that. And it was always a swap. But when you get one person that's an asshole, they deserve everything they get. Clyde, 10th whiskey and revolution for all. Okay.
All right, well, we can't really ditch out of that one. The first one, I think we kind of dodged a little bit. Don't fucking look at me. Pick whatever you want. I don't give 2 shits.
Actually, if you've been watching the videos, I think you're the last to pour from this bottle.
Yeah, it looks about right. But I mean, you already went through 2/3 of it before I ever touched a sip, so.
There it is.
Okay, I love giving shit. Wait though. That was Clyde.
Yeah.
Just making sure it's spelled right, seeing how he was spelling it and everything.
Oh yeah, this is. Clyde
I was gonna say, we do still got some other good stuff over there. We got that Woodford. I got a whole bottle of Maker's Mark at my house. I haven't even opened.
Clyde never confuses issues. There's never an E in his whiskey.
Oh, to be honest, I thought Clyde might be more of a bourbon guy, but that's why I had to look. That's just what I would think. I don't really know Clyde like you do, but I just would assumed.
You know,
Some of those Southern boys like that bourbon.
there's actually, I don't think there's ever been a call out for a specific like that.
Yeah.
We get whiskey with an E, whiskey without an E, and I've gotten the call out for Zambuca.
Yeah, I've been here for a few of those. Or they tell me I have to do a Zambuca.
Or Harmarsh. You were supposed to do a triple shot from the skull.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
They really fucking hate me.
Whatever.
Like I don't get myself wrecked enough, you know, and then they gotta add that bullshit.
Oh, and by the way, I'd like to thank
You're
the
only hurting
deplorables.
Eric.
We I put up a couple of possible shirts to wear to the gun show.
That's what you went with?
Yeah.
I like it.
It was funny. There's 3 guys, a father and son and a friend, or maybe it was his brother. And at one point in time, I turned to David and I go, you know what is a bad thing and a good thing all in one? Is I've had a longer relationship with these 3 guys in line at the gun show in front of us than I've had with some employees that I've hired over the years. You know, an hour in, you just realize that this is completely the wrong job for you. We need to send you home.
Not even home. Just away from here.
Yeah, just go. I don't really care what you... Sorry, I was blocking a boob.
You know? Yeah. That don't bother me one bit.
You like just a little bit of glistening
Mm-hmm.
right there?
I can tell she's a little wet. Well, cheers to that one.
I love Pepsi.
Better than that fucking Coke. unless you're using it to clean something. That's even more messed up. Coke cleans everything. The only thing it can't clean is the color of your skin. So that's why they gotta fucking put that shit out there. How to be less white.
Yeah, we gotta be less white.
What I want to know is when's people gonna start pushing to be how to be more white. When the hell do we get our fucking month? Caucasian month? I say we do it in May.
I tell you, if I ever win the lottery, I'm going with my own TV channel.
Actually, we should probably do Caucasian month in like December or January when there's a bunch of white snow out there.
So, Jay at Elite Ammunition told
Oh,
me
Christ.
not to use
This
the
again.
half moons.
Yep.
What, Jay? Why? What if my opportunity to go shoot this is tomorrow? The ones that I ordered aren't here.
You don't have to use them though, do you? Just put them in single shots. You don't like doing that either?
Well, I've been advised not to do that.
Why so? That's how guns were made.
Yeah, but this is a semi-automatic cartridge, so the rim does not
Oh.
extend past. And I believe if you do not use the moon clip, either you can't do it entirely without the moon clip, or if you do it without the moon clip.
Are they worried about like a round going into the cylinder a little bit? Is that what you're saying?
Wow.
Those are pretty tight.
Now I see why that kit that I ordered.
Dude. Wow.
I'm gonna just go get a round.
Wow. What a puss.
Really? Did you get it out?
No, I didn't even try. I was actually just spinning to see if it was loose.
I've been told to not do it without the clip. See, I tell you what the problem could be. If you do it without the moon clip, you might actually have to have like a piece of dowel
Yeah.
to remove.
That's what I was
each one.
saying, because it might go in the cylinder a little bit.
Because the reason that this is stopping is because the shell is actually bottoming out on that ridge. I don't know.
So you're saying you got the wrong ammunition, or you need to use?
Well, there's
You
no
need to use
there's no other ammunition. A revolver that is shooting a semi-automatic cartridge uses a moon clip.
Oh, okay. So they don't just have something with a little bit wider of a top on there specifically for the revolvers. They're just using the standard 10mm round.
Yep.
So thus is the half moon or the full loader clips.
That's that old Colt that I have.
Yeah.
That shoots
No,
45
I seen.
ACP.
Yeah, I seen that too.
Okay, I haven't done it yet, but I have to know.
I don't know.
I have to know.
See, that would drive me crazy.
The clips.
Yeah. I'd rather just be like in a good old back in the Western days. You know, you shoot, you can put a round in, or you keep shooting, you gotta fill them all up.
Well, you don't use a moon clip on the Blackhawk, but it has an extractor.
Yeah. Well, fuck, that's what I would think most of these would have. I mean, even my BB gun has an extractor on it.
So what's your guess?
Let me pull it before you do it. Like, I'll take a shot. You go ahead and
Yeah.
take a shot.
At least,
I should bring my BB gun over here, dude. That thing has got the wickedest lever. I know it's a BB gun, but it's, you know, a Colt revolver BB gun. The trigger on that thing is, I wish I had it on every gun.
I can write my guess down, I guess.
Damn, I couldn't even catch the hammer on that one. It was. All right, I'm gonna go. Wow, I feel it's just under or just over a pound. I'm gonna say like maybe 1-1. I'm gonna say 1-1 because it's a little stronger than like even my BB gun. It's stronger. 2-1. That seemed a little high, but I mean, I guess the reader don't lie unless you were pulling at a cockeyed angle.
I'm getting a constant 2 pounds 11 ounces,
Okay.
and
I thought it was even going to be lighter.
I didn't put my guess in total ounces. I went 2 3/4 pounds. So I'm very close on my guess.
I was having it. I thought it was literally closer to a pound, to be honest, because it seems like a really nice, very light trigger. But it does have it has a bit more of a wall than my BB gun does.
Yeah, there's a lot of variables going on, but I'm going with it's.
Well, you're also pulling that thing at an angle. You want to pull it straight back.
But it
feels good.
the trigger on this feels a lot lighter than the.
I'm telling you, I gotta bring my little BB gun revolver over here, and you can try that thing, dude. It is sick how light that trigger is. I know it's just a BB gun, but it's like brand new. It's not something that's just been worked in. It comes like literally, you could probably blow on the fucking thing and it'll pop off.
And because if I'm going to take this upstairs and sleep with it again, it's at least going to be capable.
You bring that upstairs and sleep with it, huh?
That's the issue with the moon clip. Is you got to watch out who's making them to make sure that it's.
They're all spinning correctly.
See, something's binding it up right there.
Yeah.
Then again, that'd be like Jay leaving a comment. Told you not to use the half moons. Yeah, it's.
It's probably. Is it? Do you see? Is that when they're meeting together? Is that where they're getting cut up? I would assume.
Well, like that round looks like it's actually sticking up higher than the. It could even be a primer. I've got a primer on that one that doesn't look like it's seated as far as the rest of them. So it could actually have nothing to do with the. I'm gonna wait and see what happens when I get the full moons, because like I said, Jay said, don't bother with the half moons. Get the full, and I guess I'll see what happens when you. I ordered those ones from Speed Bees. I mean, holy shit! When you're talking about one moon clip costing $38.
I was wondering what this is. Smith & Wesson, huh? Smith & Wesson, 10 rounds.
That's for the 1006, 1066.
Yeah, well, I know it's not 1911 because I can't put that many in mine. I think it only goes to 8. I think is the pretty standard one for the 10 mil in 1911s. Looking for a better primer?
These look like they all might be no, these are Mikey's. These are definitely different though, because these are all gold primers, and a couple of those that look like they're sticking up a little bit are. Oops.
Maybe pointing at me again?
Joe, no, I grabbed the wrong. Grab the 357 and not the. Oh. Holy shit. In the middle of battle.
Can't get him out, huh?
It's like, what the f.
Hey, time out, boys. Time out. I know we're shooting some lead, but I'm having a gun issue here.
Oh, wow.
I would just leave it. Just shoot them out. Obviously,
Yeah, but I still will have to take the thing out.
but you don't have the tool right now. You do later. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's like, how did your little half moons all get bent to shit?
This is a really big one. Oh no, you can take more than that. Quit being soft. That's better. I don't need a lot. I just want the flavor. It was good. I know how hot it starts to get. My worry is that you bend up those freaking half moons.
Yeah, I can see that as an issue. Yeah, I can hear the kids are hard at work up there.
What kids?
Christine and John,
Oh,
they chat like
yeah,
little-
they are chatting it up. Chatty Cathy's.
I mean, I've come down here and done an hour plus brew review. Went upstairs, and I hear, "Welcome back to Quickie with Ms. B. Today's Monday." I'm like, what the hell is taking the two of you? Oh, we started talking about this, that, and the other thing.
Well, I laugh. She always gives you a hard time about how long you're down here. Of course, you are down here doing videos quite often, but still. She complains about one video taking like an hour or 2 hours. And I see her up there Sundays. She up there 4 to 6 hours sometimes fucking bullshitting. Fucking see, there it is again, just waving the gun right at me.
I went like this.
It was more like at my hip.
It's a revolver.
I don't care what kind of gun it is. I don't want that fucker loaded and pointed at me. Do I have to escort you out of the freaking shooting range like that video I
There.
put up?
Are you happy?
No, I'm not. I want you to be safe too. Fuck, if they're empty, I say wave her around.
I didn't even realize this. David has this big issue with the blacked out blades because he's never had a gun with him. You know.
It kind of helps you, I think, see the front end better.
You know, I need to know if they make
Oh,
them.
but you got a black end too. See, usually I'm used to the black ends, the silver front, or the polished metal front.
Well, no, you're on a Smith & Wesson. You're used to what Christine's is.
Oh yeah, it's got red paint on that one. But yeah, that's more like what it is. Oh, damn! Another fucking loaded gun.
There's a shock.
If it's a revolver, it's probably loaded around this place.
This is such a damn awesome gun.
It's a big one. What size is that again? I can't even see it. It just says Smith & Wesson on it.
You want to get down on the ground and we'll do this?
No.
I can't remember in all the commotion. Did I fire 5 shots or was it 6?
Is it a 44 or 45?
44.
44, okay.
This is the nickel version of the Dirty Harry gun.
Yeah.
Sharky. Guns, guns, guns.
You know what? Now I really wish I'd have brought my fucking Colt revolver over here. You know what? It only shoots a .177 cal little thing, but it looks badass.
Looks very real.
That's what I'm saying. It looks badass for...
If you aim that at a cop, you're definitely going down. If you ever want to do death by cop, take that with you.
Suicide by a cop.
It's suicide by cop. I don't know. I think it's awesome as hell that has the rounded grip versus the square grip.
That's the most comfortable feeling one I picked up out of the lineup here.
And the finger grooves. Let's have a camera pop.
I can't wait till the day that you fuck up, and guess what? That's the end of that video.
You know, hey,
Yesterday's video only 12 minutes long. Yeah, the cop showed up. I had some explaining to do.
Clyde, did they make a 10mm version of the Levolution round?
I'm guessing they do. I don't know how common they would be where you could find them, but I'm sure somewhere you could get them.
I have those in the 44 upstairs.
Yeah.
Because flat out, they want me to make. Okay, pretend you're looking at this.
I see the red.
If you're the bad guy and that's what you see is a bunch of red, if it's red, you're dead. We need to have a day where we just take out nothing but revolvers.
That'll never happen.
Gotta bring the Colt.
It'll never happen. We got too much to shoot.
What?
We got too much to shoot.
Okay.
Especially the way you go. Now, if it was me, I could probably do a day of just revolvers. But you?
Hey, I did a day just recently, just 22.
You only go out like once every 6 fucking months.
Stop.
Yeah, you're right. Probably once every 8 months. So it's like, fuck, we got to recite half the things in because they all got new sights or we swapped them around. Eric don't want to waste no ammo, so we got to fucking bring out 20 by 20 foot targets. Yeah, I said that right, 20 by 20 foot.
Jesus
Christ. You can't
Christ.
fucking shoot for a goddamn thing.
At 10 yards, we should have brought a 4x8 sheet last time. What the fuck?
He's fucking shooting point blank and it's fucking...
Did you see where it went? Did you see that one? Did you follow that one?
Dude, I think you're top right. There's no mark on the paper.
We're at 7 yards. Matt's got his big-ass spotting scope. No, I didn't see that one.
I had to put the scope down just so I could see if I seen the grass move.
God.
I think that went out the fucking barrel at a 90-degree angle because you couldn't see nothing. What was that gun?
That was the Beretta, and I just put that cheap-ass red dot on it. Okay. This is the red dot that was on it.
Okay.
I took it off. I said, fuck this thing.
Yeah, that's what I remember now. Yeah.
Actually, I'm thinking about putting this red dot on the JP.
You know, with the money I'm paying you, I think you could probably get a little bit better of a one than that.
How about that? That would be badass, wouldn't it? Co-witness a $25 red dot through a $3,200. Okay, Predon says, watching from the hotel room in Joplin, Missouri.
What the hell is he doing down in Missouri?
I think he's sucking dick.
I could believe it.
Harmarsh, I show up in 5 seconds and the same guys have comments almost every brew review. 5 seconds? Don't tell me that this is 5 seconds worth of comments in real time, because we're like 45 minutes in. Mule Team, damn intros. Get better every day.
Yeah, that just depends if fucking Screwtube likes to fuck him over.
Well, he's talking about, like... By the way, I've got a full-length version now of you as Princess Leia. You're kind of hot, actually.
No, I'm not.
I don't know about Princess Leia with with a 5 o'clock
I
shadow.
was gonna say, her fucking face looks a little dark around certain areas that just don't.
Because every time that Zeus uses you as a woman, even no matter how dark it is, they try to get rid of it, but it's still shadows. So Princess Leia's got a 5 o'clocker going.
Princess Leia, I'll see you later.
Harmar screwed by YouTube again. Their one comment only when I said second. There was only one comment when he said second.
I think he's blowing smoke.
Come on, you are fake news. Okay, you fake news.
Jeremy, my pants fall down often. It's from carrying a gun, and I have no ass. For my belt.
belt to hold on to. I looked into suspenders. I want to know where the fuck that came from.
That's because I had a rant about.
Oh,
Look at how many people we see walking around town.
Oh,
They're actually walking around holding their pants because they can't walk without them. The other day, I was watching a guy on Superior Street. You could see across the top of his pants.
you know what? I was just thinking that. But you know what? You know how good of a gun holder that would be, honestly? You walking around like that, you got your pants down low, you're hanging on one side, right? Fuck, you gotta drop, you got so much room, you could have your gun just laying in there. Fucking, do.
You're talking about the crotch carry?
Oh yeah, you just put it right in your crotch. But, I mean, it's not gonna be tight because your pants are sagging, right? I mean, that's literally like a big bag with a gun just sitting on the bottom.
You could make a pair of pants. Fill it in so it can't fall down a leg hole. God. Bro pants or something. Bro holster pants.
Tell you what.
Matt, the creator of the Nignet.
The Nignet. You know, the suspenders, though, Pre-Dawn Death might be right about. He might have to get some of those.
I know. I've grabbed his ass and there really isn't anything there.
I wasn't asking for what you did or didn't do.
Oh, I'm sorry. Moving on.
Just saying, he's a pretty skinny guy. Like, I can see how a belt or a pair of pants might just fall down with the weight of a gun on her.
J-Dog says suspenders, but not old man kind.
Get those, get the ones that have the tape measures on them.
Those orange ones with the black tape measure?
Yeah, you can measure your shit too.
Yeah, those are sexy, Jeremy. That's what you need to get.
Hey, look. I'm 14 inches.
Didn't discourage. You get the lobster and steak?
Must be talking to me, but I didn't have no lobster and steak this week.
I don't know if I referred to going out or not. Actually,
Oh yeah, you were. Oh, yeah,
actually, what I had is 44 ounces of the it's one of the Crush from Castle Danger. It's one of their berry beers. It's on tap. I ordered my typical Bloody Mary made the right way because Jason was working.
Yeah.
And
You went to the Choo Choo?
No, I went to grandma's.
Oh,
Mom.
grandma's. Okay.
And they had the Berry Crush on tap, and Sam ordered it. I went, oh my god! And Jason's walking away. I go, change that to the 22 ounce. So I had two 22 ounce of the Berry Crush, and actually my dinner last night was the big portobello mushrooms stuffed with wild rice, covered in cheddar and pepper jack cheese. That was really good.
Was there any meat in there?
Well, Christine gave me half of the chicken from her chicken tetrazzini.
Yeah.
So I broke up little pieces of chicken and had that perfect bite.
Yeah. See, no, I think that meal isn't a bad meal, but it's very, very lacking. I want a big chunk of protein with all that fucking cheese and mushrooms.
Hey, I told you, I gotta lose 20 plus pounds by August.
I can get you 20 pounds off right now. let me fucking swing one of these guns in your way. Which arm do you want?
Well, we could do this one. See if you can aim for the hole.
No, you know what? We might as well play it safe and we'll go for the shoulder. We'll just rip your arm off there.
You want to see my hole?
Actually, you know what? Maybe we want to go bigger. Maybe we should use the 308.
Okay, well.
Well, actually, the 44s are pretty good too.
Oh,
one or two, just one or two, right in the shoulder.
Oh, can you imagine there'd be like mist. Somebody would be feeding you soup for the rest of your life.
That back wall behind you would be fucking red. Just all red if I shot you from here.
That's pretty good though. That's a laser.
Yeah.
And scraping.
You know what it looks like to me, to be honest? You probably won't guess, but maybe you're old. A little older than me. Even in my day, it was a stupid thing, and that was kind of, I think, an older thing. Looks like a bull burn.
A bull burn?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I never had one of those.
I didn't either, because I wasn't that dumb, but all the other kids would fucking do that. Like, why are you scarring yourself? You know what? Fuck it, I don't even care.
I'm helpful like that. Rich, cheers all. Just got home from Friday night dinner. Sorry I'm late. Well, I never showed up for Locked and Loaded, so, Rich. Mr. 27, outro babe looks like a computer.
Well, she was on the computer.
Really? I don't remember who I used as the outro babe.
I like the intro. Ooh, I really like her. I don't even know, I can't see great, but I mean, like, the whole scene and everything.
Oh, she's
Wild Wild West. She could beat me out on my summer road trip. I'd have no problem with that. Oh, yeah. It just looks a little bit more dolled up. Like I see like that.
She looks like Cherry 2000, but that was what was her name? She was married to you know that guy from that other show for a while.
That just looks like more of a professional photo that they really put not the smoke look, but like the filter. You know, it's not really grainy, but it's got that weird.
Kind of infused.
Yeah.
You know, it'd look good running right down there.
I could tell you what I would think would look good right there. A dog in them buns.
Little extra sauce. Clyde.
My homemade mayonnaise.
Clyde, what about the link for that 10mm Smith & Wesson I sent you? That was cool little semi-auto. Yes, Clyde, it was. Just like a little semi-automatic 10mm, almost like a pocket pistol. I was going to look that up in the big book. I should send that link to NIHAP and he can tell me if it's
that lie.
if it's worth it.
You like every gun you see.
Yeah, 10mm, 9mm. What's the difference? 40.
You
45.
like any gun you see. Look what you did to a Mosin Nagant.
I hated that fucking gun. The only reason that I even bought everybody's like, oh, you got to get a Mosin. You got to get a Mosin. $89. It's kind of hard to argue
for the
with.
price, yeah, for the price, it's not really.
And then it literally sat like right there or against that wall. It's like.
And look at it now. It's one of your showpieces.
Now, I actually have more love for the Mosin than I do for the JP. I mean, if you take money out of it.
Don't worry.
Yeah, it's okay.
I still love you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This is a cool-ass rifle. But the Mosin represents something I did. This represents something my credit card did.
Yeah.
Well, actually, my daddy dying.
Yeah. No, I get that.
I mean, people always ask me, how could you ever invest that kind of money into a rifle? Well, That's because I had some disposable money after my father passed away, and Christine's just like, do something, and I did something.
Well, that's, you know...
If I lose that gun, I'll never have anything like it again.
So that's kind of like the one we built. Like, you know what? It doesn't have the most expensive parts, but it was the first rifle build of mine, and I don't... Unless I can recoup double what I put into it, there's no way I'm going to sell it.
No, and for what it is, it came out badass.
Yeah.
I mean, it was something you built. That's why, to me, the Mosin represents something that I did. There's only two things on that rifle that weren't me. I had Bill thread the barrel so I could put the brake on it, but I spent a few hours taking a little bit off of that brake, and you look, there's no washers on it. I timed it. It looks like...
Well, we'll be serious. I didn't do that much
like
to
that.
mine.
That unthreads.
Yeah. I didn't do that much to mine, alright, so you got another step above, but...
Yeah, but you picked up
Again,
some cool shit. The furniture,
Yeah,
the Boyd stuff.
Yeah. No, I
You
like
definitely
it.
made it your own.
Yeah. You're not going to see another one out there like it. Might be close, but you're not going to see another one with the same stuff just because I've already looked, and unfortunately they don't have more roll-on.
Actually, the only thing wrong with this rifle is this handguard.
Really? I like that handguard.
That's why I never changed it. That's not how I ordered it. They actually put the wrong handguard on it.
But was it the better one, so you're like, I'll keep it?
They're both the same price.
Oh, really?
That is their original handguard, and the new one's all blown apart, so you can see the heat.
Inside more. Why didn't you complain and say something?
I did, and they told me they're willing to do three things. They were willing to ship me the handguard, and I would ship that one back to them.
Yeah.
And they were willing to take the gun in and fix it and ship it back to me, or they were willing for me to drive down to them and they would swap it out on site and I would come home with it.
So you decided to say fuck all that?
It was almost a year after I had purchased it, and I had basically fallen in love with it as it is. I mean, that is the JP cut in it. They don't buy this handguard, they make that handguard.
Yeah.
So I was like, and another reason that I decided to keep it this way, Christopher, if you're watching, is Christopher has the other one, and I wanted mine to be different than his.
Well, yeah.
And Christopher also doesn't have this.
You got to brag about that. I know that. You got her all polished up and shaved.
$700 extra.
That's stupid.
I spent $700 just to outdo Christopher. That's the only reason.
I would have gone with a different gun.
Yeah,
Other than
I
you
bought
shaving
this.
I would have either gone with a different gun or I would have maxed it out as best you can. But to me, shaving it like that and polishing up, just not even a 6-inch freaking by 6-inch.
Oh, and it's a higher polish on the barrel too.
Okay, it does look shiny, but I still don't know if I'd justify it.
That's only because Christopher didn't have it. I made foolish decisions that day solely on a friend of mine.
You're a douche of a friend, let me tell you.
Yeah, well,
Hey, I still love you, but you're a douche of a friend.
that
I only
one,
did it just to fucking piss my friend off. I wanted to go better than he has, so.
that one opportunity in life. You know what it's actually like to call a company and the guy goes, "What's our budget?" It's unlimited. Oh yeah, let's talk. Where do you want to meet for lunch? Blue Healer with 2 thumbs up. Salty Shellback. My buddy in the Navy had a 303 Enfield, and I can hit a 2-liter bottle at 300 yards with it. Great rifle. Multi-Gunman says they're great rifles for us gun nuts. It's a badass. It's a badass. I won't lie. But you can tell where people's passions are different. Quote unquote. 2 Holy Grail guns were purchased today. His and mine. And I won't lie. I absolutely want the opportunity to shoot that. I think he should be here to put the first rounds through it, though.
You know what?
I bet you with that steel plate shooting 30-06, that some bitch will let you know who's boss. But then
If I was to
again,
pick the both of them, I think I would take this one.
well, it's only because I never ever thought I could possibly get my hands on that. A Gen 1?
Well, I wouldn't mind one of those either, but there's other things I would like over that.
I
That
tell
was a
you,
good old school war gun though from back in the day. To be honest, I wouldn't even mind one of those. Like that's a nice gun, but I would probably turn that into your frickin' Mosin Nagant, and it's like why?
I think somebody is making chassis for that.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, is it'd be cool to bring that and the Garand out at the same time, because one is a semi-automatic.
Yeah. I would take the Grand. I would take the Grand over that in a heartbeat.
I bet you that thing will thump your shoulder pretty good.
I bet. No, I mean that's a nice looking gun and everything, but I would definitely rather have a Grand because that's semi-automatic. That was the one we broke in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are badass guns.
I mean, we were up at the range. We were up at the range on a day that was moments before deer hunting. We need to go up there on a day where we have the place to ourselves, because it'd be really cool to put that thing on paper.
No, when we went up there to shoot that wasn't up at the range.
Shot that at Island Lake for the first time, and we kept having to stop
No.
because people were sighting in deer rifles.
No, that was a different gun. I thought we shot that at my dad's house. We videotaped it.
That was Ed's.
Oh, okay.
And that is a dream gun to shoot. You don't even know that thing's going off.
Yeah, you do.
Well,
Don't lie.
it makes noise, but
It kicks a little bit too, but not bad.
I
I
was-
mean, it kicks like a. It's tough to say. It's a little bit more than a 22, but not much. I mean, it doesn't really kick much.
considering
Yeah, for the rounds it's shooting,
It-
it don't kick much.
you shot the Grand.
Yeah, I know I did. I shot pretty much most of your guns.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not all your
Just-
hidden ones. You got too many hidden away, but
No, I don't.
well,
I lost those in that kayak.
they're still hidden in the lake.
I hope when the owner is here, we definitely
It'd be
go
a fun
out.
one to try. An old-fashioned bolt action. Let's get her done.
I love the fact that it's got close range. Like, what's close range? 300 yards and in, and then it's got the peep sights for longer shots. I actually have to do a little. I did some research, and I do know that
300 yards is a fucking long shot for me.
maybe
well,
not,
without
maybe
a
not with
scope,
something
without
like that.
without a scope. With a scope, I mean, I could do more maybe, but iron sights, 300 yards. That's a very long shot.
Yeah, didn't you watch Steve Meal Team with his little fucking pap? I want to say in 10 shots he hit the 300-yard plate 7 times. Open with nothing but iron sights. And of course, to this moment in time, we have never heard the end of it.
Oh boy, who is that?
Meal Team?
Meal Team?
Steve? It was like, blam! Ting! You see that? Blam! Ting! This is a pistol! Blam! Ting! Who's the fucking boss? I don't know about that last one, but he was pretty proud of himself, and he deserved it. Talk about an
Well, the
AK,
pistol, yeah.
an AK pistol, constantly accurate at 300 yards. Multi-Gun Man, 45 minutes and 28 seconds, beer review light episode. Multi-Gun Man, I love the nickel Smith & Wesson 29. I have to have special authorization just to touch it, let alone have it out.
You didn't ask, did you?
If she came down here right now, she'd be like this.
What the fuck are you doing with
What?
my
Why
gun?
is my gun out?
Comparison.
Just looking at it.
We're gonna see which one makes more noise in the basement.
Bet you yours wins. Oof.
Yeah, because you're only gonna get one shot on yours, and she's gonna shoot you another 5 times in the leg.
Harmarsh. My dad used to hunt with a British 303 and my uncle with a 30-06. Dad gave me the 303. My godson has it now. I have actually shot a 303 British. Me and Phil. I met Phil through local construction, and now he lives down in Cambridge, Minnesota. We went to. He invited me to a shoot. One of his, is it his friend or his cousin, worked for DPMS, and I had the opportunity that day to shoot the 303, and it's. I mean, hey, it's a 30 cal. It's a 30 cal rifle. It was impressive. I liked it. Harmarsh. John Soler posted on Eric's wall, no show tonight. 17 hours ago, actually, probably.
So they didn't do a show without you, huh?
No. They could have.
They just canceled it.
Or I was also wondering about John just grabbing a show from a year ago and
Yeah, just doing a
rerun.
rerun.
J-Dog is here, but he's not here. Gunwild, what up, bitches? EMT Railfan with a novel. My dad has a 303 British. Has a brass butt plate with a trapdoor toolbox and a quarter in the stock.
See, I really like that brass butt plate look to it, but I'm telling you, it seems like it fucking really adds a lot of hurt to the kick.
I remember the day that I sighted in the BMG 50, and it had the A2 stock on it, so no rubber pad of any kind. I shot it 13 times that day, and the next morning, my arm looked like I had bled out in it. It's... I told you, and I'm not even embarrassed to say this, I had the camera running, and one of my last shots I had with the GoPro was in slow motion, and this is what you saw. You're the camera. This is honestly what you saw. My fingers started moving, and I literally did this. As I pulled the trigger.
Because you knew it was going to come back.
I was getting so weak from getting hit in the arm that I was now worried about getting pirated, so I was getting out of the way of the scope. It was like, the next morning, it looked something like this.
Nice.
And that is when I decided to put a different stock on it.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea.
So, okay.
Hey, I just got notified 18 minutes ago. Yuzu Raspberry Sherbet. Look at that. You can see I'm not lying. Just now got the notification for your brew review.
Thanks, YouTube. You're awesome.
Here, I'll show them do it though. They can't fucking... You guys complain about not being notified within the first couple minutes. It's a fucking day for me.
Just as a side note, I usually, if I'm still awake or a lot of times I'll leave it as unlisted,
Yeah.
and I'll follow the rules a little bit, and then I'll turn it public and hit publish. The other night, I hit, well, not this one. I don't know how fast Ban An was. The night before, I hit publish. I went to comments. Comments opened, and Patriot Ninja said first. I'm like, how the fuck is that even possible? That was me going like this. Publish. Click. Look at new comments. and he had already had a comment. Publish comments. Ninja had already left a comment. I was just like,
Well, he is a fucking ninja.
yeah, that's the only explanation I have. Finishing EMT Railfan, I'm 99.99% sure that the U.S. quarter was embedded in the stock on this side of the pond. Have never fired it myself, but watched him miss a groundhog. Fucker looked like it kicked like a mule, laugh out loud, but I was a kid then. I know things look different when you're a kid. I remember I was 16 years old, and my uncle was he was showing me and my mom some of his fun, his 30 lever action Marlin, and he was filling 55 gallon garbage bags with acetylene, and then had a wick on them and like let them float. But I remember when my uncle shot that 30-30, it sounded like a cannon went off, a flame came out the end a couple of feet, and he turned to my mom and said, "Do you want to fire this?" And my mom said, "There's no way in hell." And I don't know, still to this moment in time, some things definitely have more bark than bite, but like I said, I fired the 303 British, and I thought it was pretty cool. It reminded me of shooting the Mosin Nagant for, overall for a kick. But
I always thought that as with the shotguns back when I was a kid. I was like 12 years old, and my dad finally took me out to shoot a shotgun. Just out in the backyard, set up some pop cans. We always had these spikes, for all our targets, and he said, "Oh, you can shoot today," and I watched him take a shot because I'm like, well, I want to see how it works, so show me how it functions and everything. He took a shot, and fucking boom! And you see the fucking front of the barrel go up, and you're like, oh goddamn, I'm only 12 years old. Like that gun's about as long as I am. Like just holding it's gonna be a bitch. But once I shot it, it was like, oh hell no, this ain't bad. I mean, it's got some kick on the shoulder, but I think I finished all the other shells that he had in it. Ripped apart the pop cans, one shot a piece, When you're young like that, I guess it just really looks a lot worse than it is.
for sure. Would you like a little?
Doesn't really matter when you're actually shooting it though and having fun, because you got the adrenaline and the smile going, so it don't even matter about the pain. You're just like, hell yeah! You see what I just did? I fucked that can up. Or the groundhog, or whatever you're shooting.
Cousin Billy.
Yeah.
Mike, cheers, man. Cheers, Mike. Gun Glutton. It's been a while since I've heard from Gun Glutton. I just ripped such a repulsive fart. My dog got out from under the covers and left the room, snarling at me. It was the funniest thing I've ever witnessed. Hey, this is a side note. When Daxie was nearing the end of her life, she was 13 plus years old. She'd be laying on the couch next to me, and I'd be like, "Right."
Who is this?
Dax?
Oh, dog?
The Jack Russell
Okay.
we had before Shelby.
Okay.
I can't say before Shelby because the two of them did cohabitate for a while.
Okay.
Dax never liked Shelby. Shelby loved Dax. And she'd be like sound asleep on the couch, and she'd like lay in the back of my knees, so she was like basically looking down the cannon, and it'd be like, "Ring!" and she'd be like, "Rrr." And then go back to sleep. I never got her to leave. So Gun Glutton, good job.
Well, she was more like, you just woke me up for that.
Yeah, like, come on. Guess the vegetable.
Jesus Christ.
Poco Loco says, you're fortunate my girlfriend would never let me call her dog.
Yep.
Good God. Matt Davis, I'm building up my reloading supplies, but I can't find primers or powder anywhere. What the fuck? Is everyone reloading a reloading fool now? Laugh out loud.
I think they are.
You know, now that you
We got
mention
stuff
it,
on Craigslist locally. People are looking for primers. They're looking for everything because everywhere's sold out.
now that you mention it, I don't remember seeing any reloading supplies today at the gun show. They did have ammo, but again, I was like,
a lot.
$75 for, I think it was 300 Win Mag, a box of 20, $75. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep moving. It's like,
Maybe I don't want to win that gun. Yes, I do. I'll win it and fucking sell it. Holy
the
fuck.
Win Mag.
What was it? The X-Bolt?
Yeah, the Savage X.
No.
The Browning
The
X.
Browning. Savage are all the other ones, I think, for the most part. Yeah, I got a card. I'll show you.
I'll read while you're finding it. If anybody wants to get involved, if you can get me the money in time, he can buy you the ticket.
So there's only going to be 100 entries, period. There's 2 Savages, 2 43s with scopes, 2 Savages for the 270 mags. Then there's 2 308 Savages with scope. Ruger American 308 mag. A Savage 6.5. A Savage 30-06. And then the grand prize is a Browning X-Bolt Pro 300 Winchester fluted barrel. Well, not just the barrel, but with fluted barrel.
$100.
$100. Only 100 people can get in. And 10 guns. So, I mean, your odds are 1 in 10. Realistically. That's a pretty good deal. Plus, they're actually all the money that they're doing. It's a fundraiser. It goes to the Valley Youth Center, and I literally grew up there for like 1st through 3rd grade. Every day after school, that's where I'd hang out until my mom was done with school or done with work. She'd pick me up there. Playing pool, go jump in the pool, ping pong, whatever.
So if somebody's interested, I can float you the money and give it to him so you can get the ticket immediately.
I just need information. I would need like your name, address, number.
Here's the deal. I will float you the money. And if I don't get the money before the drawing, when is the drawing?
April 15th. You're taking the fucking winning.
I'm taking it. Because if you decide not to pay me until you realize
Just
you won,
put your phone number on everyone that don't pay. So they have to call you. That's what I would do. Just put
Be
the
like-
phone numbers. Because you don't have to be there. I'm going to go down there because they're going to put on dinner and drinks and everything.
it's just players.
Yeah.
Hey, you never ever got back to me.
What?
What?
I'll always get back to you.
What did he think of the peanuts?
Oh, he liked them. So a couple people didn't like them, but most of the people liked them. Or they were mixed signals. Like I only had 2 bad reviews until the end of the night. A lot of people liked them, but some people didn't always necessarily like the texture or the fact like there was like sitting water in the peanuts. But for the most part, everyone did like them. Mac liked them.
Well, I didn't know you were giving them more people than Mac. Because I was going to tell you, I will make a batch exclusively for Mac if he wants.
Yeah.
I just didn't. The thing that I thought would
I
be
still
the
have
deal
a
breaker.
bunch. I only gave a couple out to each people. You know, I told them go ahead and help yourself, but then I got over to my ex-girlfriend's house. She called me and I'm like, all right, let's hang out. So I went over there, and her and her mom, they both lived around the United States in a lot of places. and they've lived down south, and they've lived out in Hawaii and New York and everything, and they took one bite, and they're like, this is horrible. They said it's got good flavor, because they both like hot stuff. I also gave her a fucking bag of my peppers. They took the fucking rest of the bag without my permission, and they fucking dumped it right out. No, they didn't dump it out. You know what they dumped it into? The crock pot. They said these need to be done more. They said it just... Because I told them how you did it with the pressure cooker. They're like, even with the pressure cooker, there's no making up the time. So I gotta go back over there because she's got like pretty much my whole bag.
I don't like them Beyond More. They get mushy and they're shit. The ones that I've bought
I get it.
from Georgia
No, I get
were
it.
about like that.
I didn't have no complaints. Everyone else, they really had no complaints about the textures or anything other than, like I said, a few people, they're like, well, it's like wet, there's water inside. I'm like, yeah, these are boiled nuts. You've never fucking had them. This is like how they are.
I'm sorry, I couldn't get the water out of the nut.
I think one person complained because it was just too hot. Well, we were at the bar and I was laughing because they started drinking beer real quick, for right after. But no, Mac liked them. Mac's like, this got some good spice to it, got some good flavor in. Actually, it was funny. The one guy that fucking came in that didn't like it because it was too hot. This kid's a little bitch. We basically buy a box out on pull tabs, and he comes in when there's like 50 tickets left. He's like, yeah, I'm going to buy them all. Like, motherfucker, you know how much we might have just lost in there? And, like, obviously that's what we're trying to do, but because you just walk in, you get first service because the bartender's like, what can I get you? So you just basically robbed me and another guy $200, but that is gambling. I'm not going to be mad. But yeah, he was the little bitch. He was like, oh, this is really fucking hot. So I was happy about that. And then the next night I went back and fucking robbed his box, so I felt even better. But yeah, no, for the most part, honestly, there was only 2 complaints. Otherwise, some people had mixed feelings, but it was nothing bad. It was always, there was a compliment to it, like, oh, this is new, it's different, oh, the flavor's really good. Whatever the case was, the only one that really complained was the heat, and one was a texture thing. And then my ex, she complained, and her mom complained a lot. How about this? They complained, but they were going like this to them. They complained, but they were the only ones that were complaining and still fucking eating them by a handful.
No, I would say that was my favorite batch ever.
That was good.
And I'm making them for myself. See, I think it's cool that you shared it with multiple people, but I just thought you were just going to have Mac try them. And I was like, if he really likes them and they're too hot, I'll do something different. But otherwise, hey, Mark Peace, congratulations for anybody that you pissed off.
I'll ask Mac if he's interested in more. I still have those ones you gave me. Like I said, I got to go back to Jen's house and get them. She actually invited me last night. You know what? I couldn't do it. No, she invited me over there. She's like, we're going to have a fire. And I got a bunch of firewood in the back of my truck. And I told her that. I'll drop it off. She's like, yeah, come over and have a fire. Come have some drinks. All right, that sounds good. It's a Friday night. I don't got no little boy with me. Everything sounds good. I said, well, who's over there? She says one of my other ex-girlfriends and one of her friends that she tried hooking me up with that I got my last DWI with. That is a setup for failure if you ask me. 3 girls that have all been with, all together, and me. Now that's either one bad setup or one hell of a good time. I don't know which, but I wasn't going to take a chance.
You're going to need a firearm.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't going to take a chance. I'm just going to sit home and relax tonight. Sorry. I'll come see you tomorrow or some other night. I don't want to do that.
No, I can tell you why. I think, well, again, unless somebody here that actually does it professionally, and that would be Wade, because he actually makes
With
those
the peanuts,
peanuts for his store.
Yeah.
That is when I would know if the cooking process was right. But That first batch that I did, I didn't hate them. I thought they were okay for the end result and the flavors.
It's trial and error. I mean,
but I don't like the downside is if you get them really mushy, I don't like that texture, and they also hang on to the inside of the shell. The only difference is between the first batch and that batch that I gave you is monitoring the pressure cooker. That first batch, they sat in the water in the pressure cooker before I transferred them out of that for 8 hours. Now, that batch that you got, as soon as the bobber fell, telling me that it was safe to unlock the pressure cooker, as soon as that bobber dropped, I want to say it was an hour and a half to 2 hours after the pressure cooker was done. So instead of 8 hours, it was 6 hours before they came out of there. And I thought they were fantastic. As a matter of fact, my favorite ones were the ones that, and none of them were crunchy. I mean, I don't know how to explain it.
yeah.
Some of them, if you pushed, like that first batch, every single one, if you went like this, it would just go, and it would turn into peanut butter, a mush. That second batch, they wouldn't shoot out of your fingers, but it took a little effort to squish them. And every single one of those, when you cracked the shell, you could flick the peanut out without having to scoop it.
No, that last batch was my absolute favorite that you did. To be honest, I was a fucking shit-faced wreck when I went over to my ex's, and if I had a choice, if I was paying attention, I'd have never let her fucking dump it in the crock pot. But I know she still has them.
That was also five of marked pieces.
Yeah, no, I loved it. That it had some real good spice, and it still wasn't like over the top hot. It just had some really good spice. So I can't wait to go back, because that's actually one thing they critiqued it, because they are used to like boiled nuts. I was really shocked, but they've been all over the country. They said, "Oh yeah, the flavor's great, but these aren't cooked enough," is what they said.
Oh, if I was
Personal preference.
I mean, again, if I was selling them and trying to meet a particular crowd, for me personally, that tomorrow, I'm going to make another batch just like that.
Yeah.
And the thing is that wasn't the Cajun peanuts. That was the jalapeno ones. But what I did different is it had 5 of marked pieces Reapers, and I used Texas Roadhouse steak seasoning and Creole in it.
Hey.
And salt. And some of that shit I got from you.
I got some of that stuff. I got a little bit left because I don't have enough to really use it on anything. But you know what else might be really good to try? I got a little bit.
Your garlic powder?
Yeah. Well, you already said you used some of that. No, I got some red curry.
I tell
I
you,
got like enough for a good spoonful left in the dish because that's what I use for my peanut curry. But no, it's because it's got good flavor and it's got the spice. I'll bring it over. You can have. It's just a little jar, not a whole lot left. But if you want to try, I'm
gonna do a batch tomorrow morning.
Throwing a little curry in there. I'll bring it over if you want it.
Yeah, I'll throw it in there. The one thing I've learned about doing peanuts is I have not used the words I use too much of that.
Not yet, anyways.
Yeah.
I am feeling the heat go up and up and up, but it's so diluted with the water and everything else.
I will not exceed the pepper count. But I mean, the first batch, I put so much of that Creole seasoning, I thought they would come out salty, and they don't.
They don't.
The brine would probably taste salty.
It does soak up the flavor, but it's really slow and mild compared to like if you were to drink the brine or something like you're talking about. It just, but I think that's a lot of the reason that Jen and her mom were saying, no, these need to be cooked longer. I think they cooked them like 12 hours in the crock pot after.
Hey Wade, I have a question for you. What happened What would happen if you saved the brine from the previous batch and used it for the next batch?
I think it would be perfectly fine as long as you're not saving it for a long time. Like for a day or two, put it in a bag, put it in the fridge. I think it'd be just fine. If you're saving it for...
But I would still add to it.
I would add lightly to it.
Yeah.
I
A
wouldn't
couple
add,
of peppers,
I wouldn't add a lot,
a
but I would
little
add lightly
salt.
to it. Yeah. I would. To be honest, half the gas stations down south, they probably use the same brine.
Shit.
That's why I'm thinking it'd probably be just fine. Actually, it'd be good.
They probably just scoop the fucking peanuts out of it and put new peanuts in and keep on going.
Yep. Maybe once a week or once a month, someone has a task that they got to clean it out.
Yeah. McLean, say what you want, Eric, but ever since the shaving video, I haven't cut my lips once while shaving. What lips are you talking about?
I was just thinking the same thing.
McLean again. In the old days, you couldn't subletti?
I'm gonna say subtly is what I was thinking. He's maybe saying. I don't know.
Subtly ask a doctor if he took cash. They'd charge you what the insurance pays them, or a good discount at least. Subtly.
That's what I was trying to say, but I am slurring a little bit.
Well,
Subtly is what I was thinking.
I wouldn't try to ask my doctor, but when the hospital sends me a bill and tries to explain to me that my copay is almost $1,000 for a visit where the doctor went, "Oh, we're gonna have to freeze that," and that was it. I had one thing frozen, and he looked me over, and I guess that did include the biopsy. But still, my copay, not the total. If the total visit was $1,000, that would have made sense to me. But my copay after Christine's stupidly fucking expensive insurance is still $900. Fuck you, Essentia.
I got this one.
Jesus Christ. I'm not bitter though.
Oh, I'm bitter with the fucking hospitals. Now I totally forget what I was bitter about. But no, the fucking hospitals are a joke, man. Like how expensive they are for stupid shit. Oh, that's what it was. I went to go get an x-ray. I had amazing insurance at the time. Amazing insurance. And I get my copay. You know how much my copay was? It was like 10 or 20 bucks. My bill was like, I don't know, $8.50, let's say, for an x-ray exam. I didn't pay none of it, but my $20 copay, right? Then I get a bill later on, like 3 months later, for $75, $80. What the fuck is this? So I call down there bitching. I already paid this. I already paid all of this. My insurance covered it, blah, blah, blah. So you know what they're charging me? They're charging me because they're sending my x-ray down to the cities or somewhere else for another motherfucker to look at the same x-ray and have another doctor give their recommendations on it. Why do I need 2 different doctors to look at the same x-ray to come up with the same freaking answer?
And how did you authorize that?
That's exactly what I said. I said, this is bullshit. I've already paid my bill. I paid my copay. My insurance covered it. And now you're charging me $75, $80 because you sent it off to some other fucking Yahoo I don't even know? That's the shit that pisses me off. No, dude, hospital bills, that's why they're so expensive. You spend one night in an emergency room, how much that can cost you? Guaranteed 10 grand or more. Is it really even worth that for all the machines? They could hook every machine they have up to you. It's still not going to cost them nowhere near 10 grand. That's the fucking ridiculous thing about hospitals and the medical field right now. All they're trying to do is make a buck.
Well, what was it? My little stint. I I spent 12 days. It's like, by the time that itemized bill showed up, it was like every single time that bitch handed me a tissue to blow my nose, it was like $24. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. The ride in the ambulance, I got my ambulance ride. The best part about that is the
Nurse was giving you a little...
the morphine.
Oh, the morphine? Yeah. My sister liked that shit too.
Between them putting me in the ambulance and getting to the corner, when the morphine when they authorized the morphine, they were like, "Mr. Bomey, how are you feeling right now?" And I was just like, "We don't need to go straight to the hospital, do we? We can go up the North Shore a little ways." "So you're doing okay?" "Yeah, I'm doing good."
Well, here's the other thing that's messed up now. So hospitals can legally drunk you, make you unconscious, or make you delirious, and you might have to sit there for days, and you're getting charged. What if you actually are completely fine? You just had a seizure or something, and now you're stuck with a $60,000 to $120,000 bill, when, guess what? I have seizures, I fall over, hit my fucking head on the kitchen table, I'll be good in a couple hours. You know what I mean, though? Fuck that.
It's a bunch of bullshit. Tardicia says, raspberry, good in Pop-Tarts. I'll pass on the beer.
Oh, raspberry. I was like, good in Pop-Tarts. Raspberry good in Pop-Tarts. Pass on the beer. I agree. I'm not a big raspberry guy on the beers.
Yesterday's was
Every
okay.
now and then, like a good raspberry chocolate stout. But it just can't be overly strong with the raspberry.
Wade, my experience, we're back in the early 70s. It's actually why I started learning to cook. As soon as I got decent buzz going, I headed for the nearest kitchen. People would call me just to cook at the parties. When I joined the Army in 1975, I stopped the pot thing, but kept the food habit. Wade.
I wish you would have changed that just a hair slight. Because now they're doing both. You can do the pot thing and cook together.
Wade, we have an accountant for the bakery who also does the family's income tax. Income tax is nothing but extortion on a grand scale. We need accountability in government spending instead of the stupidity we have now. No shit. I mean, when somebody like Samantha, the amount of taxes she pays and then basically walks away with little to nothing, it was like... And then, well, of course, Christine, she has the max taken out.
That's what I do every year.
So you should hope you get money back.
That's what I do. You know what? Because I've been on unemployment for so long, Minnesota refuses to let me pay taxes up front. So my government taxes, federal, I'm getting paid back. But Minnesota, I'm paying in. And Minnesota won't even give me a choice to fucking pay in. That's the messed up thing.
Oh, I remember that when I was on unemployment. It was like, you're basically setting me up to fail.
Yeah.
You won't even give me the option to make it good.
Yep, they won't even let me pay. I mean, realistically though, the feds are paying me like $680 and I owe Minnesota $750. It's like a $75, $80 difference, really. This is the first or second time in my life I've had to pay it. It's not a big deal. It's not much.
Smile Money says C9. C9. Charlie Niner Fire. C9 is a miss.
Someone took a ship out
Here's the funny
while
thing.
I was gone.
Here's the funny thing. Smile Money, Smile Money, Smile Money, Smile Money. Sharky, well played. So he gets credit for the ship.
Fucking Sharky. I didn't even notice these are up here for... Okay. I grew up to that game. Never noticed that.
Oh, sorry.
So they got a little ridge on top. You can see if all 5 ships are... What is it? 5? Yeah. All 5 ships are down.
Sharky, speaking of the bastard, Get over here after the virus crap is over. I'll get you some proper Nouderist Dutch grass.
Ooh.
Ooh. I don't smoke it myself, but there's plenty of coffee shops out here. Yeah, it's because he's
Where is he?
he's in the red light district. He's where all the action is.
I gotta find out how much plane tickets are, because you know what? Fuck a road trip. I might just have to. I might actually. No, I'm considering it because I'm not much of a traveler. Oh yeah, I don't have my card.
He says better stuff and way, way, way better prices.
They ain't ever gonna let me go anywhere over there.
That and you can smoke it in my backyard, right next to the cop. And they won't care. Hell, they might try to steal a hit or two. Holland? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have a passport.
Yeah, I don't have a passport. Christine does.
I never fucking travel, so it's like, why do I need one?
I've only left Minnesota a couple times in my whole fucking life.
Same here. I've left the country. Well, actually, I've left the country quite a few times, but that was all younger, going up to Canada just to fish. And Canada's not really leaving the country. If I drive 6 hours up to Canada, yet I drive like 22 hours to Arizona, is going to Canada really much of a trip? You know what I mean, though? I mean, it's like, they're just like...
It's like, hey, that's like...
It's just like up north of Minnesota. There's no change in anything. Hell, the fucking accents don't really even change. The only thing that changes after the border is the currency.
Yeah, eh? What are we getting here? Ooh, a gun wipe.
I thought it said gin wipe. Gun wipe, huh?
Sharky,
Those Smith revolvers are epic ones. Cherish them all.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I would love to just kind of do a little, what's his name again now? I forget. You could do it so much better than me. Someone has to send you a cowboy hat if you don't already have one.
I may have one.
You get a cowboy hat on, and we're going to go do a little video. You can be that little fucking Looney Tune cartoon, the red-haired bastard. We just got to grow you or glue on some mustache for you. Come on, we could do it. We could do it.
Sharky, 12 for shits and giggles. Oh, it must be I2. That has to be I2.
I would hope.
Son of a bitch.
Is there an I, even?
Yes. I2 is a hit.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Nice shot, Sharky.
Motherfucker, you.
He already takes down a ship, and then he just goes right to the next, huh?
Sharky SH, classy outro, babe. Oh, yeah. Last in until I hit the button, which there better be at least 2 of you this time, because how long it's been.
Much gun. Part money. This is the government giving you.
I believe me and Christine combined are supposed to get 2,800. I think. Is it
Yeah, 14 each.
14 each.
Well, but that's based on you're obviously, I'm guessing you're under 85,000 or 80,000, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'd hurry up and file my taxes because the year before that I made too much. So I'm hoping that I filed quick enough because I haven't. So my stimulus checks were $240 and then double that once. I barely got anything out of stimulus. So I hurry up and cashed in, and right now it's saying that I'm either not eligible for one or my information has not come up. But I don't feel too uncomfortable with that because my sister's getting the same message. After party. God damn. We have been late for a while, actually.
Oh, I've got one for you.
You know what?
Uh-huh.
That's why I love you, Eric. You're a funny son of a bitch. can finish the show by yourself. Later, boys. You just really had to shit your pants. We almost had the video done. This is actually a bit of a long one. I thought you said you wanted to do it fast today.
Did I?
I thought you said you wanted to do a fast, quick one today, or we could do whatever tomorrow.
I lied.
Well, I don't care. I'm just laughing. Until you shit your pants.
Nobody heard it.
I did.
Does not compute. Where do I put that on the E scale? I'm gonna give it a.
You gave it more than me, but actually you gave it more than I thought you would. I'd give it a 5.
Yeah, it was drinkable at best.
I'd give it 5, but here's the thing. Actually, it got better as you went along.
That's alcohol, Matt.
Yeah, but I'll give it a 5. I mean, you gave it a 6.
Yeah, I probably was pushing it.
I didn't think it tasted the greatest, but
No. Let's see. It was light-bodied. It didn't have much flavor, and it didn't have much alcohol.
it kind of lacked on everything other than an aftertaste. If you like aftertaste of shit, it was pretty good. You know what we had going for us?
Guns.
Lots of fucking guns and fucking meat.
Guns and meat.
Guns and meat.
Let's go to the after party.
The government wants to complain about us having guns. Well, how else are we supposed to get all these fucking drinks down? You
How
go
else
shoot
are we-
some meat?
How else are we supposed to stop you tyrannical fuckers? Putting you down. First in.
I use mine for hunting. Hunting.
Oh yeah, hunting.
No, just hunting. All my guns are for hunting or protection for myself.
What are you hunting?
Well, that's a different story.
Okay.
Politicians, deer. Well, fuck, anything that moves, realistically, it just depends.
Rabbit, squirrels.
Depends what mood I'm in, you know. Typically, it's not politicians. I don't think I've ever gone politician hunting yet, but
I hope that works for critter control.
I am gonna fucking take this. I am, because honestly, that's why another reason I was gonna bring my little. Smith and Wesson over here. Or no, that's a Colt. I was gonna bring my little Colt over here. I was gonna see if you wanted to play with that while I play with this, and you fucking
That's gonna
reminded
be
me.
full auto in the backyard.
No, I don't know how loud it's gonna be. You gotta also remember this is gonna be at like fucking 11 to 2 in the morning is when we typically see the lake go on.
I like to do my outside door pops. Well, if there's a little bit of a breeze, they don't even notice.
Okay. Well, no, it was kind of loud down here. The second one wasn't as bad. No, we got a big problem around here, and when I say a big problem, I mean it's about fucking yay tall. No joke. It's about yay tall. It's a goddamn raccoon or two, and they keep going in all the garbages. I'm telling you, they got to be fucking 40 plus pounds though. They're big, dude. They're really big. My sister took a video, and they're waddling like a baby cub.
Oh, I hope that does it.
Well, you know, it might
Like
scare them off tonight, but if I see them a couple nights, they're going to figure it out. They come around this,
Like
you know,
I said,
few backyards, they get pegged.
I would put out a couple of targets and just double check that because that sight is new on that thing.
Well, I want to, but I don't know if I want to do it in the middle of the day where everyone sees the barrel hanging out the window. If they don't see the barrel hanging out the window, it's going to be me in the backyard like this. Boo, boo, boo. You know?
You can do it in the garage.
That's still too close, though. That's maybe a third of the distance I want, so that's not going to show the accuracy at all. I just have to go up to my bedroom window. Actually, you know what? Actually, I'll take this. Do you have a black marker?
Hey.
No, I'll put this on my garbage can because I know that's where they're going to be.
I have the answer for you.
What's that?
I have something I can put on the end of that.
Oh. Well, yeah, no, I don't know if that's going to work the same, but if it does, I mean, that'd be cool.
Because it's not subsonic ever. I don't know. But
Hey,
still,
I'm not trying to get in trouble, asshole.
it makes it look very interesting.
Hey, I'm not trying to get in trouble. Where's your marker? You had one now. Oh, alright. I'm gonna put this right on my garbage can.
Okay. Whiskey Brew Club time. Yes, Mr. 27. Mr. 27, Saturday afternoon. And I can say morning good night. Yes, it was. Sarcasm. Mr. 27, I like 2 big cans better. Well, yeah, I'd like, J-Dog, Heart Club, Mr. Holster, Harmarsh, Cheers Clubbers, Din Scourge, Surf and Turf Club. Yeah, like the way you think. Din Scourge, Shots. Okay, he just leaves it completely. Yeah, personally, from personal experience, I don't know if it really makes that much difference in the sound profile. It just makes it look really, really badass.
Well, now I can do a face shot.
What is wrong with
What do you mean?
you? Is that a nose?
What do you mean is that a nose? No, that's not a nose. That's my pee-pee getting buried between 2 titties. Actually, no, that's not mine. That's someone else's. That one's a little small. And those titties are not my style.
Lopsided.
It's a little biggie smalls there. Didn't Scourge. What'd you pour? Ooh, really? What'd you do this time? What is it?
Ardbeg.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a liar. You're a liar. You did not just pour Ardbeg in your... I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You would not waste your Ardbeg like that.
This is a good combo. There's already video footage
You're
of
a
this.
fucking lying sack of shit.
They watched it.
That was not your Ardbeg. Don't do it. Don't. Okay. Okay.
That's now twice as much.
It's going to make that drink much better.
Well, that, yes.
I can't believe you'd waste a shot like that.
It's not wasted. I still get it.
But you don't like the beer, so... Or the ale. Or the stout. Oh, you...
That's what you have, and I have. I split one with you.
Oh, fucker. Sorry I blew up.
It compliments.
Yeah, no, we have had that. Alright, well, I'm still going to do this, but... I could not believe you did that. I thought you were...
Oh, I would... No, you are 100% right. I would not have poured that into that.
Well, that... I
would dump that on the fucking floor and drink that.
Yeah, I was a little baffled. I really thought you wasted your Ardbeg, and I'm like, for some guy that's such a stickler about his Ardbeg, you really just fucking screwed that one in the pooch.
Oh, I would have actually stopped today and bought the next style up, but instead I purchased this. Actually, it turns out I did not purchase this because this is now a birthday present from Christine.
Well, it's still coming out of your mutual funds, but yeah, you didn't have to pay it out of your own pocket.
She's only slightly ahead of that. My birthday is in 14 days from now.
You know what? I'm not much of a gun guy, but I still think you should have got a hold of me for that. I could have hooked you up.
What day does my birthday fall on this year? Because it really is awesome when it doesn't fall.
I don't even know when your birthday is.
It's Sunday this year. At least it's on a fucking weekend.
When's mine going down another month? Mine's usually in the middle of the week or on the weekend. Mine's a Sunday too, bitch. Sunday's fun day.
The 16th?
Oh,
9th?
Nope.
23rd?
Nope.
2nd?
Nope.
Fuck, 30th?
Yeah. The last one.
Fucking my life. I don't know why I thought you were the 16th.
No. May 30th.
You share a birthday with somebody.
I share a birthday with a lot of people, surprisingly.
I mean, somebody I know.
I'm telling you, surprisingly, I swear to God, that birthday is a very common birthday.
Something must have gone down.
Well, that's your spring chickens, right? I mean, that's the late spring chickens, but that's a good day.
Okay, that. I don't have.
On Facebook, I got the same birthdays as probably like 5, 6 of my friends, but the problem is, I shouldn't say the problem is, 5 or 6 friends in high school growing up or middle school growing up, I had the same birthday as like 3, 4 people, no matter what class or year I was in. Like, I always shared that birthday with a lot of people. Speaking of that, I gotta tell you, one of the same girls actually just same with my birthday. Little innocent girl. I wouldn't say she was like overly smart or anything like that, but she always got picked on in class. And I'd be one picking on her, right? Not the only one. I mean, she got picked on quite a bit. Feel bad nowadays. Well, I seen her on a Facebook or a dating website, whatever I seen her on, whatever. I clicked like or friend on her name, right? Because I wanted just to say hi, because I was always such a dick.
She firebombed your house?
No, she got back to me right away, like literally in 5 minutes. She's like, hey, Matt Gra. And I'm like, oh, here it goes. She's going to fucking tell me off because now she's a little cuter and she's older. She's like, oh my God, I haven't talked to you for, well, since school. And she's kind of cute now, but whatever. And then she's like, hey, I'm going to Superior tonight. You should come over. Meet me at some Liva Girls or Girls Liva, whatever. I don't know what the fuck it was. I'm like, what the fuck? And she goes, yeah, it's a strip club down there. I'm going over there tonight. I'm like, probably ain't gonna go, but whatever. Well, then I find out she works down there.
Professionally?
Yes. That's all you need to do. You want a girl to be a stripper, just tease her all her life, and you know what? She'll do anything. I never would have pictured her to be a stripper, though. I never would have. Like, just growing up with her, she wasn't overly attractive. Now she's a bit cuter, but even then, I grew up with her. I never seen the confidence out of her like that.
Oh, it's amazing what can happen over time.
Yeah. No, I agree. Guys, I hadn't even seen it. I was laughing.
In my graduating class, the hottest chick and the least hottest chick.
Kind of reverse roles.
If you saw them today, they're completely the opposite.
Yeah.
It's like, wow. I wish I would have never called her a
Hooker.
too big hooker skank.
Well, no, that's, what? The funny thing was, that's when I was, like, feeling her, but no, she's like, yeah, come on out and meet me. Like, she's like, well, here's my stage name.
Did she say meet as in M-E-E-T or M-E-A-T?
No, meet, like, come hang out. And I was just like, I'm not into this stripper face. But she had the same birthday as me, too. Like, the fucked up thing is, we're talking 20 plus years ago, but I still remember the people I went to school with that had the same birthdays because we all had the same birthdays.
Rich Huff says,
Now she's
cheers.
a little hooker.
Club.
I'm jealous as fuck. I used to tease her, now I'm jealous. I would love to go shake my ass and get paid like that.
She's just a little hooker.
Well, she's shaking her ass for some fucking tips.
Hey,
That's a hooker.
how's life been for you?
I don't even remember what that place is called. You know what I'm talking about, though? I never even heard about it. It's in Superior. It's like Leva or Lava or something girls. I don't know.
I only know of the. Well, everybody calls it the limp lifter. It's the
Lamp.
lamplighter.
Yeah, the lamplighter. That one's been around since I was a kid or before. That one's a sleaze hole from what I know, but
Oh.
I've never been there.
They got this chick in there called Mama.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Looks like a fucking gunny sack. That's her ass. Okay, well, Rich, cheers. Last in the club without hitting the button again is Gunwild.
Fuck.
So, how much are you getting back from your taxes? Daddy needs a new gun. Cheers.
I gotta pay in $75 or $80 this year.
All I can say,
I'm hoping though I get the stimulus.
all I can say is it's been a really good year.
For you? Good.
We wanted to make sure that we had enough money put aside for our little trip to Maine, and I know that that's covered.
That's what matters.
Other than that, if you want to know about how my taxes and stimulus turned out, here it is right here. And I'm sleeping with that again tonight.
Yeah, I gotta wait. I'm guessing I should get the full $1,400 for my stimulus, but that's only if things go through. Because someone was telling me that I might be able to actually call them and complain and say, no, you need to look at this year's taxes compared to last year's, because I fucking haven't worked. But I don't know. I haven't heard that number or anything yet, so.
Well, I didn't.
They said that you need to file your taxes early if you want to get that stimulus if you made a lot of money before. So I don't know.
You've never made enough. I've never heard of. I haven't. There's only a really small group of people that I heard that did not qualify for a stimulus. How would you not qualify for it?
Because in 10 months of working at ME Global, 10 months I made over $85,000. So my stimulus checks, I got 2 stimulus checks already, but they deducted every $1,000
But you haven't
or
worked
whatever.
there in a year.
I know, but this is this year's taxes, so unless I filed them fast enough, because before, yeah, I made way too much money. They literally barely even give me a stimulus check. It was $240 or double that.
Yeah, you need to take care of that shit because
I already did my taxes. No, I've looked it up. I'm just waiting to hear back from them. If I gotta call and find out a number to complain, I will. But
it's like, all right.
I'm still not working, so I can't complain. Because I'm getting enough money from Minnesota. I'm comfortable. But again, that's still fucked up if everyone else is getting checks and I'm not.
Okay, Gunwild, you got the last comment. Maybe
you should.
Maybe his new name should be Stim. The last check that we got, I bought my Dodge. You know, his name is Les White.
You mean David Brown?
Yeah, or David Brown. Yeah, I gotta go out. I have a whole
You should just
pile.
call your truck Cream.
I have a whole pile of stickers that are going on it.
I can only imagine. You got your insurance on there. Put it to full coverage and then
Fuck
deck
yeah.
it out with stickers after. You just get full coverage put on it and deck it out with fucking hate me stickers.
Every place that I have rust, I'm putting fucking Trump stickers everywhere that there's rust. Some millennial can fuck it all up and I'll get my truck fixed. Okay.
This is a lengthy video, boys. Sorry.
No, it's not the worst. Where's that 2? Oh my god, that is bad.
I told you, we've been bullshitting for a while.
A couple, like half a day.
Well, it fucking took a while to drink this beer down in our defense.
This video will not make it on BitChute. Cheers.
Later, guys.